So here we are with another Thanksgiving meal. We're going to be making candied yams with marshmallow topping. So take a look at what we're going to need. It's real simple, guys. 4 ingredients. We're going to need the yams, and we're going to need about 4 cups. So I think I'm going to use all of this. I've already peeled these 2, and I'm going to get this done in a little while. This is a half a cup of brown sugar packed tightly. This is a 1/4 cup of butter, and I suppose you could use margarine too, but you know how I feel about margarine. I only use it for powder buns. And then I have a little bowl of mini marshmallows, and this is about 1.5 cups. That we're going to play by ear, and we're basically going to use how much we need. So let me go ahead and start with this first. So we're going to boil the yams, and so you can totally leave them in the skin first and then peel them after. But I want to peel them before because we're going to be squishing them when they're hot. So let's show you what I'm going to do. Just going to cut them into smaller chunks so that they can boil more quickly, okay? I should get a better knife. But anyways, that's all I'm doing. And I'm going to get the other 2 peeled. And when I come back, we're going to put them in the pot on the stove. Alright, so after cutting the yams into these little small size chunks, we just put it in a pot of water and let it boil until it's tender, okay? We're going to stick a fork in it to test it in a little while. I believe it'll go for about 15-20 minutes, and then we'll check on them then. Okay, so that took about 20 minutes to boil the potatoes because I cut it into such small pieces, it went rather quickly. So let's take a look now. It's still warm. We're going to use our potato masher. We're just going to squish it. And while I'm doing this, the oven is being preheated to 400 degrees, okay? 400 degrees Fahrenheit. It smells pretty good. And I have to tell you guys that I'm not a great fan of candied yams and stuff. That's, to me, like an Americanized thing when I got here. But it's because I think I've had some pretty gross dishes, some pretty gross recipes. So what I want to do next is add the brown sugar to this mixture. And the butter should be melted. So let me go ahead and get this melted, alright? So here's our melted butter. And I suppose that if I didn't melt it, it would have still gotten melted in this thing because the potatoes are so hot. Have you guys noticed so far that it's such an easy recipe? The yams. I keep calling them potatoes. I suppose they could be called sweet potatoes too, but they're yams, right? Just mix real well. You know, I've seen recipes with this thing where the potatoes or the yams are chunky and then the brown sugar part is kind of soupy and it's just really gross to look at. So I think that's why I wasn't really keen on this. But see, it's not a whole lot. It's nice and mixed in really, really well. I hear some people say nice and combined. I hate using that nice and combined word. And you know what? I was going to use this, but it just seems a little bit too big for the recipe that I have. So let me go get a smaller Pyrex dish, okay? Hang on. So here we go. I got a smaller one. Take a look. I greased it lightly with butter, and you can spray that ham or whatever, but you guys know that I don't do that. I don't like to spray stuff from a can. I don't even like to spray hairspray from a can. Anyway, so let's go ahead and put this in. I must admit that it smells pretty good, alright? And normally for Thanksgiving, in this household, in the Greenwich household, we make Belizean dishes for Thanksgiving. We do the turkey, we do lemon pie, we do cheesecake, carrot cake, stuff like that. We don't do like green bean casserole, we don't do mashed potatoes, we do rice and beans. And we don't do this. But sometimes I invite American people to my Thanksgiving meal and then they kind of feel left out because they don't have what they're used to. So I've kind of had to learn how to make some of these things, okay? Now, at this point, we don't want to put the marshmallows on yet. See how it looks so gorgeous right here? We don't want to put the marshmallows on yet. We're going to bake it now in the oven that's preheated on 400 degrees. And we're going to bake it for 25 minutes. And when I come back, we'll be putting our marshmallows on. See you guys in 25 minutes. Okay, so now it's time to add our mini marshmallows because I just took it from the oven after letting it bake for 25 minutes on 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So now what we want to do is put this back in the oven for like 5 minutes or so, just so the marshmallows can get that golden thing over it and let it melt for a little bit, but we don't want it to melt too much, okay? So let's put it back in the oven. let's time it. It's 1:48 now. See you guys back here in 5 minutes. Now take a look. Isn't it beautiful? Now I'm gonna allow it to cool down, and then I'm gonna dig in and tell you guys what it tastes like. All right, guys, take a look at how beautiful it is. And it's cooled down sufficiently that I can taste it. I can cut it and taste it. So let's taste. It smells pretty good. I don't know why I never liked this before. I think the recipes that I had was icky. The people's one that I tasted were icky. Okay, not bad, not bad. Definitely a new taste for me. The yams taste pretty good. The marshmallows are definitely the thing that makes it worthwhile for me though. It wouldn't be my go-to dessert, I'll be honest with you, because I'm a bread pudding fan. But definitely not a bad tasting dessert at all. You guys try this for Thanksgiving and tell me what you think, alright? Let me go ahead and set that down so it could cool a little bit more, and then I'll eat some more of it. But it was different. It's not quite like our Belizean potato pound, but it's not really bad. I mean, I've tasted it before from other people and I didn't really like it, so I was kind of like crossing my fingers. Anyways, thanks so much for watching the show, guys, and I've noticed now through this new Google platform that I can see who all have been sharing my videos, and you guys are awesome because you've been sharing the videos. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for watching. Hit like if you like the video, and also keep spreading the word for me. Until I see you guys again, take care. Don't forget to stop by my vlog right here on YouTube. It's called Babs Bear Talk. Please be sure to stop by my review channel right here on YouTube. It's called Bear Pantry Talk.